Welcome to Knitting Daily, where yarn and fiber takes center stage. Join knitting expert Uni Jang, crochet ace Kim Worker, spinning and weaving fiberista Liz Gibson, and favorite stitcher Shay Pendray. Get started with the world's most beautiful fibers and yarns. Meet trend-setting designers, improve or learn new skills, knit along with us, and make time for yarn every day.
On today's show, we're going to learn about skinny yarns, and here to teach me about skinny yarns is Deborah Knight from yarnmarket.com. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Shay. How are you?
I'm just great. And what is a skinny yarn?
Well, skinny yarns are really anything under a needle size 6.
Okay.
And we've brought some samples today to show you. And there is a movement to really categorize things to make it easier for all the knitters. And it would be number designations. 0, 1, and 2 would count as skinny yarns. And here I've got a swatch of a 0, which is a very fine stitch, and we're showing it in knitting and
Would
crochet.
you call it a lace weight for those people who don't recognize the 0?
Yes.
Okay.
This would be a lace weight. And then we get into a fingering lace weight.
Sort of a mix between the two.
Between the two.
Is a 1?
Is a 1, and we've got, again, a crochet and knitting. And then we move on. Now, this is also called a baby weight.
Okay.
And this is our 2.
And it's labeled a 2. So am I correct in saying on the labels now you'll see these numbers?
Well, you will soon. It's happening now.
It's a growing movement.
Yes, we're trying to get it consistent throughout the trade. Now, with these yarns, you can create some absolutely wonderful masterpieces that aren't as difficult as you might think they'd be. For example, socks, and socks are the craze. I love socks because they're so fast and easy to knit, and there's so much variety now. This one is done with colors that are based on an Impressionist painting, and the Ballerinas by Degas. And here's another. It's a superwash based on
That means
irises.
it washes really great.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful. Here's another. This is very luxurious. It's got a beautiful feel. It's silk and bamboo, and it washes very nicely.
That would make wonderful socks, wouldn't it? Silk and bamboo.
These are gorgeous. Now we have one that would make beautiful shawl, anything that's lightweight. And I particularly love this because it's dyed in the wool. And not a lot of
what does dyed in the wool mean?
Well, the fibers are dyed before they're spun.
Oh, okay.
And so you get some wonderful gradations and variations. And if you look at the colors here, they're really gorgeous.
And over here?
Oh, the mohairs. Mohair is a wonderful fiber. It does need something to bind it, and the less expensive ones might use nylon, and the others will use silk. And look at the beautiful halo you get here and the sheen. The silk adds the same sheen as the mohair, so it's a really nice complementary one.
That is a beautiful yarn. Thank you, Deborah. And now we're going to show you some projects with skinny yarns. We'll be right back.
Knitting Daily has been sponsored in part by yarnmarket.com, a global resource for over 600 yarns plus books, patterns, and other knitting supplies. yarnmarket.com. Projects, patterns, ideas, and techniques from today's show to help you make time for yarn every day can be found on the web at knittingdailytv.com. This is show 113. Continue knitting daily every day by joining the online Knitting Daily community and receive a free newsletter 5 times a week, filled with step-by-step techniques, inspiring reader-contributed stories, and free patterns. It's about knitting all the time. knittingdaily.com.